Guys, Delulu Laguna again. Jose Mourinho. Obviously, because they won Europa League, I've now had to redo my review on the guy. So yeah, let's get into it. Jose Mourinho is someone I probably love him as much as I love Wenger. I know it's hard to say that. And Alex Ferguson, sorry, cerebral winner. There's just so much to love about the guy, man. Like he's again cerebral winner, won everywhere. And the United job is a job he's spoken about for years. I didn't think it would happen for him because you look at the way he typically acts. United don't want that. But for whatever reason, it happened and he saw his chance, and it is the job he's made no secret of, and he finally got it. With that in mind, if you do remember when he did get the job, there was talk about how he has to stop the antics. He needs to calm it down. He can't do some of the things he did at Chelsea at United. And to a degree, I do think that worked against him because pre-season you did see a different Jose. At least for the first few months of the season, he wasn't digging people out. He wasn't being snide. He wasn't doing the usual things you were accustomed to seeing from Jose. He wasn't particularly rubbing out players and selling players as quickly as he has when he's gone at new jobs. And he's given certain players a chance, trying to not do what he wanted to, not doing what he was told not to type thing. And I think that worked against him. I don't want to name any players, but I do think a lot of them players won't be there. Some of them players that he's used predominantly will not be there next year. And it's worked against him because he hasn't got the results he's got. He's had to eat a lot of humble pie. Jose is a winner. There's no way he likes sixth. There's no way he's liked a lot of the defeats he gets, etc. When it was going well for United, he said they would challenge at the start of the season. It did look like they were challenging. It faltered away. He did say, we don't want to be in Europa League. I don't want to be in this competition. We'll play the weakest squad, etc., etc. And as the way the season's gone and they've been getting through, they now win and won it. So on the basis that he said that they were challenged for the league and they don't want to be in Europa League, and his language changed over quite quickly over both, especially in regards to league. He said the side's not strong enough despite saying they was. I have to hold my guy accountable to that. I don't know where you're going with that. You have to hold yourself to that. Another thing as well, the love dramas, whether it's been Rooney, Luke Shaw, Chris Smalling, Anthony Martial, Mkhitaryan at the start of the year, people are wondering, is this guy even wanted by Jose? Any other players, United fans, again, you know the club more than me, there'll probably be some other examples. The love dramas, he's been digging out people a lot. We know he likes to see a reaction, but a club like United, they either want to be known in the news for winning stuff, or well, their fans of recent like to care about money, or not at all. And he's putting them in the papers for the wrong reasons. It's unhealthy to see someone have such problems with a lot of players. I don't think it will happen like what happened at Chelsea, but you think about how his demise at Chelsea happened. It's very easy to see why it happened. And there's another underrated aspect of football management is cohesion. We know Jose is the sort of person in that once you show that you're ready for him, in the same way Rashford and Fellaini and some other players have, when they show that you're ready to fight for him, he'll back you to the death, he'll play you to the death. And to a degree, he does want to see that from certain players. But it is a bit silly, and it has to be frustrating for United. I don't think he's got his trusted soldiers, like I alluded to. Another thing I have to get at Jose for as well, basically saying that they don't care about the league, they're going to throw away the league. Whether you're sixth or first, Man United is a team that, and this is coming from someone with a lot of Man United friends and family, they're a team that's associated with winning, more to the point, they're associated with never giving up. You play to the final day, whether you're in a relegation place or, as they used to be, you're winning the league, you fight to the last whistle, even when the result or the league's been done. So to hear him say we don't care about the matches or whatever he said must have hurt United fans to hear that. It must also be annoying that rather than at times taking accountability, he blames the ref, he blames this, he blames that. And I know, as an Arsenal fan, hearing Wenger say all of that stuff, it must be annoying when Jose says it for United fans. In regards to the playing staff and what's going on the field, of course, some big games you don't always want to win them. The game at Liverpool at Anfield, I believe, but neither side wanted to lose. Neither side could afford to lose, so I'll give him a blind for that. But he's been setting out not to win, but not also to lose. And too often it's negative. United fans are used to going out there, having to go. Well, obviously they're not the dominant force of late, but being dominant, showing fight, and whatever happens, happens. And to see them set out rigidly and not really have a go, particularly against Spurs and us, was disgraceful for a team like United. Not really Spurs, but us. We know Arsenal and United are not where they used to be, but to see them sit back against us, to see them not really try, regardless of the players, it was lovely for me as an Arsenal fan. But it was somewhat upsetting because that's not what United's about. And I was watching the game with family members, seeing the look on their faces was upsetting. Something like one goal versus the top six. United used to be a side, they used to fluid attacking flair, counter attacking, goals should be the last thing United should have to worry about. So to get one against the top six is disgraceful. And on top of that, one too many draws in the league as well, unfortunately. One too many ball draws. They need to, somehow he needs to get fluidity. He's never been the most fluid manager, and we know he's to a degree rigid, but he needs to get fluidity into the side, because there's no way you have Pogba, Mkhitaryan, Martial to call upon, Rashford to call upon, Mata, insert your other attacking players there, and you're getting ridiculous amounts of draws, relying on dodgy, I don't want to say, well, yeah, some dodgy decisions and a lot of individual brilliance. I can't remember who it was. I believe it was Anderlecht. Rashford, the free kick. Zlatan's did a few. They've had a few dodgy offsides to get little 1-0 wins or whatever here and there. For the amount of money spent and the amount of, quite frankly, great attacking players, it shouldn't be that. United players, them players there, it shouldn't matter what formation, what instructions. That side should always get goals, and they have scored a decent amount. But to see them like that is ridiculous. In regards to the play as well, he needs to find a way to make it more fluid, because it is boring for United fans. United are not used to doing that. You can't win doing them sort of things. It's not fair for United fans to see them sort of things. He needs to enable Pogba to get forward more. He's put Pogba deeper. Naturally, Pogba is a great footballer and can do many roles. He's played deeper very well, but he's not in a position where he can affect what he was signed for, where he can show his great passing range, which people actually haven't let him gain assists, because he's put some lovely balls over the top. But his passing range, and just ultimately being the more attacking third. That is why I believe they need a DM or a centre mid. Well, they've got Ander Herrera, but a centre mid that is going to be, I don't know what it is, but someone that is going to do what Pogba is doing right now to allow him to flourish further forward. I believe they need a centre-half as well. Clearly need a centre-half. No, Bailly is a quality player. He's been quality at centre-half and quality at right-back. None of their defenders are of par to him. It reminds me of Koscielny and Mertesacker, and Koscielny not having a suitable partner for years. So he's going to need to introduce that. He's going to need to make a decision over Luke Shaw, whether he's going to progress with Luke Shaw. And if he's not, he needs to sign a left-back. The keeper saga, we don't know what's going to happen to De Gea. Yeah, there's a lot of positions. You like to think they're signing a striker. There's rumours of Antoine Griezmann. There's rumours of Lindelof, the centre-back. If they do sign a striker, they've got to sort out, well, Rashford's cool, but the likes of, I'm sweating, the likes of Martial, etc., etc. Ultimately, guys, I do believe there's not much that they can edit at United. There's not much, well, no, let me rephrase it. There's not much that they're doing wrong. There's not much to do wrong. Like, they can, it's just a few minor changes, and they'll be doing much better than they already are, because they've got great attacking players. There's a solid core there. They just need a few more additions to play more expansive, and it can be done for me. And for me, it's just the defensive football is the main bit, especially at Old Trafford, because Old Trafford, that's a place of fear. Teams hate going up there, especially because of the pitch is massive as well. And because of United, they're playing very rigid. They're not making full use, stretching the pitch. We know United have had great wingers of old. They're not using that. So it's easier for teams. I could go into a lot of things about United, guys. But yeah, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Not to waffle. This is probably going to be a long video. So yeah, guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out.